What up, everybody? My name is Marcus Whitley, and this is Good Behavior. Now, you can find me on all social media at I am Marcus Whitley, and find any of my books, Both Sides of the Street, Choices and Consequences, Greatness Under Pressure, and Battling Demons, all on Amazon. Now, to keep up with the latest episodes, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. What's going on? My name is Marcus Whitley, and yes, this is Good Behavior. Now, in this episode, I want to talk about accountability and what it means to hold yourself accountable. I can tell you right now that a lot of people don't like this word. It makes them feel uncomfortable, or it makes them shut down. People like easy, and it's easy to point fingers when something doesn't go right. It's easy to say that this person said they were going to do this, or this person was supposed to do that. It's easy to blame someone or something else when yeah. It's easy to blame someone or something else because, well, nobody likes to be wrong. Nobody likes to feel like something was their fault. That makes people uncomfortable, and then they get defensive. Then they start trying to justify all of their actions while blaming everyone else. But since when does anyone else control your life? I want you to think about that for a minute, because everybody watching this right now will say, nobody controls me. I do what I want. But if that were true, then why are you always blaming other people when you're not happy or something doesn't go your way? I mean, excuses are like lies. They're not going to help you or anybody else that you tell them to. So what's the point? What's going on in your head that makes you think that everything and everyone else can be wrong, but you can't? Now, I want you to make this make sense. Someone says that they'll give you a ride to work or an appointment or an interview, and then something happens in their life that causes them to be late. And you either miss your appointment or your interview, or you end up getting a warning because you were late to work. So you just start blaming this other person, saying that they were late. It's not your fault. And now you start getting mad at this other person because they were late, when all they were doing was doing you a favor in the first place. Like, for one, they didn't even have to do you a favor. And two, you're getting mad at them for doing you a favor, which sounds crazy. And on top of that, acting like that, nobody's going to want to do anything for you. Like, you just burning bridges at that point. Because the reality is, your life is your responsibility. If there's somewhere that you need to be or something that you need to do, that's on you. Like, you could have gotten an Uber or a Lyft or even taken a cab. I mean, you could have even gotten up a little bit earlier and caught a bus, rode a bike, or walked if you had to. I mean, there's no excuse for anything if you want it bad enough or you need to be somewhere bad enough. The only thing that's stopping you from doing what you need to do is you. Man. I remember this time when I was younger, right? I would ride a bike or take a bus everywhere. And there was this one time I was working at KFC and my car had broke down. Now, my car was down for about a week, maybe a little bit over a week. So I had to tough it out and take the bus. See, when I need to get something done, I don't let my pride get in the way of that. Like, I'm a man. I got to do what needs to get done. But anyways, The first day, I took the bus to work, and one of my boys said that they was gonna pick me up when I got out, so I was good. But he never showed up. But regardless of whether he did or didn't, I still had to get home. So I hopped back on the bus. And with where I lived, the bus had to go downtown, and then I had to use a transfer to get on another bus to get all the way back across town and get home. Now, mind you, I took the bus down to the bus terminal, and when I get there, I notice the lights are off. Then I find out that was the last bus coming in. So now I'm stuck down at the bus station with no more buses, no way to get home. Now I can sit there and cry about it, but if I do that, I'm still going to be sitting down there. So I walked myself home. Yeah. Now, it took a little over 2 hours to get home that night because I lived on the other side of the city. I mean, I'm so lucky that I had my CD player with me, so I had some music to listen to. I'm sure half of y'all don't even know what a CD player is because they don't make them no more, but that's what I had. And honestly, that walk home made me realize that my life is my responsibility. And that was on me. I shouldn't have waited around for somebody to show up. I should have made plans for myself. Because if I didn't wait around and I hopped on that bus right when I got out, I would have been able to get home. But I ain't do that. And that walk home made me, like I said, it made me think. And pointing fingers wasn't going to do nothing. Can't dwell on the problem. You just got to figure out the solution. And I knew that after that, I'm not asking for nobody for nothing. I'm going to do what I got to do. Now, whatever choices that we make in life, we're responsible for whatever that outcome may be. Like straight up. You need to stop pointing fingers and hold yourself accountable. Ask yourself, what could I have done differently? Now, when I tell you to ask yourself, it's not to dwell on that because you can't change what already happened. But you can think about what you could do differently if you're in a similar situation. It's also important not just to hold yourself accountable, but to keep people around you who will do the same and call you on it whenever they need to. Whether it's you making bad decisions or you not keeping your word or your lack of motivation or commitment. This is your life to live. And as long as you're breathing, you have the power to make the choices that you want. Whatever choices that you want. Now, I hope this episode was able to show you how important it is to hold yourself accountable for your actions and your choices. Now, my name is Marcus Whitley, and this is Good Behavior. So until the next episode.